All right, ever feel like you're just one shift away from manifesting your dream life?
Hmm.
That's what Gabby Bernstein explores in Super Attractor.
Okay.
We're diving deep into how to ditch those limiting beliefs and become a magnet for what we really want.
It's um it's a fascinating blend of spirituality and practical techniques.
Yeah.
Rather than just wishing, you're actively aligning your energy with the universe to achieve your goals.
So it's not a magic lamp situation.
Right.
What's the first step in becoming the Super Attractor?
One of the book's core concepts is that the universe always delivers,
Okay.
but we often block those blessings with our own fear.
Right.
That's where the choose again method comes in.
Okay, let's break that down. What is choose again?
It's a three-step process to shift from fear to a more receptive mindset.
Okay.
Imagine being crippled by debt, like one of the examples in the book. Fear keeps you focused on the problem, not the solutions. Step one is simply noticing those negative thought loops.
So catching yourself in the act instead of letting it spiral.
Exactly. Step two is forgiveness.
Okay.
Not forgiving the situation, but forgiving yourself for having those negative thoughts in the first place.
Right.
It's about acknowledging them without judgment.
That makes sense. Holding on to guilt or shame just keeps you stuck.
Now,
So what's the final step?
the third step is where you actively choose a better feeling thought and ask the universe for guidance in shifting your perspective.
This isn't about toxic positivity, though, right? Like pretending everything is perfect when it's not.
Not at all. It's about recognizing your own worthiness to receive good things.
Okay.
Super Attractor emphasizes that suffering doesn't make you more deserving of happiness.
Right.
In fact, feeling good is a powerful tool for manifestation.
So the key takeaway here is that maintaining positive emotions raises your vibrational frequency, making you a magnet for your desires.
Precisely. When you feel good, you vibrate at a higher frequency
Okay.
and attract more of those positive experiences into your life.
Okay.
Think of it like tuning into a radio station. You need to be on the right frequency to hear the music.
And how do we fine-tune our frequency to attract those good vibes?
The book delves into practical exercises like mantras and visualization,
Mm-hmm.
which have a real basis in neuroscience. Repeating positive affirmations like, I am open to receiving abundance, can actually rewire your brain's neural pathways.
It's like training your mind to focus on the positive instead of getting stuck in negativity.
Right. Visualization works similarly, helping you create a clear image of your desired outcome, which then primes your subconscious mind to look for opportunities to make it a reality.
It's interesting how Super Attractor challenges the idea of a scarcity mindset. There's this almost counterintuitive idea that celebrating others' successes can actually help you manifest your own.
It's about shifting from a place of competition to collaboration.
Okay.
When you genuinely celebrate someone else's win, you shift into an energy of abundance and possibility.
So instead of thinking there's not enough to go around, you're signaling to the universe that you believe in limitless potential, both for yourself and for others.
Exactly. And remember, the universe responds to your energy.
Mm-hmm.
When you radiate joy and generosity, you attract more of those things into your life.
It's like putting in an order to the universe. I'll take some of what they're having.
Laughs. In a way, yes.
Now, this next part feels particularly relevant. The book talks about the importance of having fun along the way. Tell me more about the emotional guidance scale.
This is where things get really fascinating.
Okay.
The book explains that our emotions are like signposts,
Okay.
telling us whether we're in alignment with our desires or not.
So instead of ignoring our feelings, we should see them as valuable clues.
Exactly. The emotional guidance scale ranks emotions from the lowest vibration of fear and despair to the highest vibration of joy and love.
Okay.
When you're feeling down, it's a sign to check in with your thoughts and see if you're focusing on what you don't want. Conversely, feelings of joy and inspiration mean you're on the right track.
Like having an internal GPS, but instead of directions, is your emotions guiding you towards your dreams.
What a great way to put it. And the best part,
Yeah.
you don't have to jump from despair to joy overnight. Even small shifts towards better feeling emotions make a difference.
So baby steps towards joy rather than trying to force a complete transformation.
Exactly. If you're feeling stuck, try shifting from boredom to curiosity, or from frustration to acceptance. It's about gradually raising your vibrational frequency.
So we're feeling good. But what about taking action? It can't be all mantras and good vibes, right?
Absolutely not. That's where spiritually aligned action comes in.
Okay.
Think of it as the bridge between intention and manifestation.
I like the sound of that, but what does it actually mean?
It's about taking action that's in harmony with your soul's purpose and the universe's plan for you. It's not about forcing or controlling the outcome, but rather following your intuition and trusting the journey.
The book mentions Gabby's experience manifesting a feature in the New York Times. That's a pretty big dream. Did she just will it into being?
She took action by pitching her story, but here's the important part. She detached from the outcome. She trusted that if it was meant to be, it would happen. She surrendered control, which is a key element of spiritually aligned action.
That makes sense. But how do you know if you're truly taking spiritually aligned action? Or if it's just your ego leading you astray?
Bernstein talks about discerning between the ego's voice and the voice of intuition.
Okay.
The ego's voice is often fear-based, pushy, and demanding. Intuition, on the other hand, is quiet, calm, and reassuring. It guides you gently, not forcefully.
It's like that quiet whisper amidst the noise. But how do you learn to hear it more clearly?
It takes practice. Quieting your mind through meditation and mindfulness can help you become more attuned to that inner wisdom. And sometimes it's about simply paying attention to how different actions feel. Does it feel expansive and exciting, or constricted and stressful?
So let's say you're feeling good, taking aligned action, but those dreams still haven't manifested. What then? Is it okay to feel impatient?
Of course. It's completely natural to feel that way.
Mm.
The universe often works on its own timeline, which may not always align with ours. But instead of seeing challenges as roadblocks, view them as opportunities for growth and redirection.
That's a helpful reframe. It's about trusting in a bigger plan, even when you can't see the full picture yet.
Precisely. It's about having faith that the universe is conspiring in your favor, even when it doesn't feel like it. Remember Gabby's story about struggling to get pregnant?
Yeah.
It was only when she surrendered control and relinquished the need to dictate the how and when that she finally conceived.
It's interesting how she's so open about her personal struggles. It makes this concept of surrender feel much more relatable and attainable.
Absolutely. She talks about how that experience taught her the power of active surrender, not giving up,
Mm.
but letting go of the need to control the outcome.
Okay, I can see how that applies when things are tough. But what about when things are going well? I imagine it can be easy to spiral into fear, thinking, when is this all going to fall apart?
That's a great point. Bernstein calls this upper limit thinking.
Okay.
It's that subconscious belief that we're not worthy of sustained happiness, so we sabotage ourselves.
Oh, I know that feeling all too well.
The good news is that awareness is the first step to shifting this pattern. The book highlights the importance of practicing gratitude, not just as good manners, but as an energetic force that attracts more abundance.
So instead of worrying about the other shoe dropping, you focus on appreciating the good while it lasts.
Exactly. And gratitude isn't just about saying thank you. It's about truly feeling appreciation for all the blessings in your life, big or small. It's about savoring those good moments, rather than letting them slip away unnoticed.
It's like that saying, don't forget to smell the roses.
Right.
But instead of roses, it's those moments of joy, connection, and fulfillment.
And what's fascinating is that the more you cultivate gratitude, the more you open yourself to receiving even more abundance and joy. It creates a powerful positive feedback loop.
So it's not just about reaching some final destination, but about enjoying the journey and trusting that the universe is always guiding you towards your highest good.
Exactly. And that's where the idea of doing less, attracting more comes in. It's not about being passive, but about surrendering control and allowing the universe to co-create with you.
Okay, so how does that work in practice? Do you just sit back and wait for miracles to happen?
Not quite. Remember, it's about spiritually aligned action.
Right.
It's less about hustling and forcing, and more about following those intuitive nudges and trusting the timing of the universe. The book shares a great story about how Gabby surrendered control and ended up speaking at Oprah's Super Soul sessions, an opportunity that came about seemingly out of the blue.
That must have been incredible. But I think this idea of surrendering control can be one of the hardest concepts to embrace, especially for those of us used to being in the driver's seat.
Absolutely. It's a practice,
Yeah,
not a destination.
right.
The book offers several techniques for cultivating unwavering faith, even when those doubts creep in. One that resonates with me is using mantras to shift your energy.
Right.
Instead of spiraling into a pit of despair when things get tough, you can use a mantra to recenter yourself and refocus on the positive.
So instead of saying, why me, it's more like, okay, universe, I trust you.
Exactly. It's about choosing faith over fear.
One thing we haven't touched on yet is the idea of lifting the veil,
Yeah.
connecting to the spiritual realm. This part might feel a bit out there for some, but
Yes.
it seems central to the whole super attractor concept.
Right. It's about recognizing that there's a power greater than ourselves that we can tap into for guidance and support. This could be your intuition, your inner wisdom, or even the guidance of those who have passed. Gabby shares some pretty incredible personal experiences with spiritual guidance, particularly a moment when she received a message that completely shifted her perspective on a challenging situation.
It makes you wonder about the synchronicities in our own lives, doesn't it? Those moments where it feels like there's something bigger at play.
Absolutely. Super Attractor encourages us to pay attention to those synchronicities,
Hmm.
to trust our intuition, and to believe that we're never truly alone on this journey.
So we've covered a lot of ground here, from the practical techniques of choosing better feeling thoughts and taking aligned action, to the more spiritual aspects of surrendering control and connecting to a higher power. What's the key takeaway you hope our listener walks away with?
Super Attractor isn't just about manifesting material wealth or success. It's about aligning your energy with the frequency of joy, love, and abundance in every area of your life.
Right.
It's about recognizing your inherent worthiness to receive all the good things the universe has to offer, and then taking inspired action to make it happen.
And it all starts with that small but powerful choice to shift your perspective. What resonated most with you today? What small step can you take starting right now to tap into your own super attractor power? Keep that question in mind as you move through your day. Until next time, keep diving deep.